Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. You're looking at the SU-8. It's the Tier 6 Soviet SPGs on the north spawn of Mountain Pass under the command of Fork You. Yes, that's one of my accounts. Game on. Well, as you can see, my SU-8 has Ukrainian flags on it. Yep, with good reason. I'm not going to support the Soviets until they get their act together and get out of the certain country they've invaded at the moment. I want Ukraine to be free. Okay, well, I'm going up onto the ramp. That's the end of my political join. And we've got a target straight away. I've got the 152mm howitzer, 550 Alpha. First shot misses the VK-2801, who pulls back in time to avoid the shell, and the shell actually hit the rock face. And I regret that, because now I've got two enemy tanks went through the field of fire in the meanwhile, and now we've got a Skoda T25 lining up for a shot. Rounds out, and he stops for me, and the shell hits him, and I get 261 from that. Now that's well, it's not quite a half alpha, and I have been mentioning that to some people recently, that even when you get non-penetrating shots, you don't tend to get the full half alpha. There, a direct hit, 123. The alpha for this Arty is 550. If I got a non-penetrating shot, I should be expecting 275 from that, plus or minus 25%, not to get only 100. Rounds out. Another direct hit, 213, well below the alpha that I should be getting. So I think you can see, I think Wargaming have actually diddled us. They've nerfed Arty without telling us, by reducing the amount of damage we do. Another hit, 213, not quite half of the value, well below the 275 that I should have get. And that Skoda is probably feeling very, very, very bad at the moment. I'm having a quick look over here because I'm expecting somebody from the enemy team to come around that corner and try and shoot at our guys, but no, nobody in residence. The VK's still there. Yep. At least it looks like the VK. No, it's actually a Tiger 1 now. And I've got no targets at the moment, so I'm going to change position and see if I can get enemy targets that are on the ice road into field of view. Remember, this Arty's only got a 17 degree arc, 5 degrees to the left and 12 degrees to the right. I'm hiding behind the rock to avoid the enemy Arty fire, and the enemy Arty's an M44. Rounds out. Ouch. Well, I came out of aim view, but look at that. The damage was only 221. Still well below the 275 that it should be. I'm rolling low all the time. Well, the SMB CC56 did get wiped out. Rounds out. Direct hit. And again, 197. The ARL 44 doesn't have much in the way of frontal armor. It's a fairly weak heavy. But I got a fair square shot onto him. It didn't pen and gave me a lower than low roll yet again. Now that shell went over the enemy there. I think if I remember correctly, it was an SMV CC56 again. So we've got two tanks hiding in the water. I'm firing blind, and it lands well short of the target. It's the rock instead. I decided to stay where I am. I'm not going to move for counter battery. If the enemy does try to hit me, they're going to find it difficult. But yep, there's the SMB again. He's pulled back, so I should be able to hit him this time. Yes! And on that one, it's 195 with 23 damage splashed on the ARL. As he was close by at the same time. The ARL's gone. He gets derped by an Oni, and he's out the game. So there's still that SMB CC. And he appears to be hiding because that shell did no damage. Just landed in the water. There's a lot of enemy tanks blocking our guys from getting to their cap. They've cleared all the enemy tanks on the western approach. So I'm going to move to the enemy cap area of the approach. There we go. So I've got a Tiger 1 to deal with. First target. I've marked the target. Follow him as he's coming back. He's being hit. They'll know that he's going to be next. Rounds out. Direct hit. Yet again. Well below the alpha, but that is a Tiger 1. He does have frontal armor that's very difficult to penetrate. He's gone. Next target, VK3601H. Stopped. Rounds out. Note that landed on the ground nearby, but I noticed this setter up on top of the hill. VK comes back into view, so I go for him because he's the more difficult, more dangerous target. So I get a shot on him. Rounds out. It splashes in front of him, but I only get 114 from that. Mind you, it wasn't a direct hit, so I wouldn't expect to get half the alpha. Okay, the VK is almost about to die. Our SMVCC's moving in, and he has gone. So I round out on the setter, get a direct hit. Again, 231, well below the alpha. Should be getting on a setter, I should be getting a penetration shot, because that's got very thin armor, and the shell should have hit it directly, should have taken it out. Okay, I've got a Basotto now. Rounds out, hits the setter, and he's out the game with that one. That's all he had left, 267. So again, it's a low alpha, but that's, I mean, it could have been a high alpha, and that's all he had to give. Following the Basotto, I don't think I can get a shot on him, but I know that an enemy Arty is somewhere over here, because we saw shells coming from this direction. So I'm going to lay a few blind shells down to see if I can hit him. We can see Tracer coming out from this area, so we know there's somebody there. And there you see the Tracer just came out. Remember, it's an M44. The enemy's starting to get some kills on our guys now. There's the M44. I splash him. 115. He's gone. E25. Last enemy. Loading. Come on, load faster. I need another hit. Loaded. Oh, I fired just as I thought he was about to move off. And he's gone. And that's the end of the game. Fast and furious. Well, here's the end of battle results, and that was a first ace tanker for 4Q in the SU-8. Yes, I've never had an ace on that particular account for the SU-8, but of course I do play it on other accounts, and I've had aces on those. I managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, I got 13 on that game. I got a Gauss medal for doing more damage than 8 times the hit points of my own vehicle. A Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on my team. In fact, I only got the 1 kill in that game, and that was the setter. And I should have penetrated him on the first shot because he has ridiculously thin armor. And I couldn't understand why that one didn't go in. But I did get the kill on him in the end. And my win rate from the game was 3,790, which is super unicum. And just goes to show what you can do when you've got a fast fire rate. A really fast reload means you can pump those shells out and get huge amounts of damage on the enemy. So this is an Arty I thoroughly recommend as the new M44. Yeah, it really does sing, and you're really busy throughout the game firing new shells off at new targets, helping your teammates to win the game, but also having tremendous fun in the process. So let's have a look at the team score on this one. Well, I didn't get the highest damage in the game. The E25 on the enemy team picked up a high caliber for 3,383 hit points, but I did get the second highest damage in the game with 2,462 out of that one. The third highest damage went to the SMVCC56 on our team with 2,144, so a nice total on damage. When it came to kills though, it was the E25. He got 4 kills in that game. 3 kills went to the Tiger 1 on the enemy team and also to the SMVCC56 on our team. And 2 kills went to the SMV56 and the Cromwell, and nobody on the enemy team got 2 kills, so it was only those 2 who got first and second place between them. I only got the 1 kill, but obviously I was happy with that because at least I did a lot of damage. When you look at base XP, I'm top of the table with 1,056. 1,002 went to the SMVCC56 and 765 went to the 88, who also picked up a steel wall, whilst the SMVCC56 got a Spartan. So I was only one of 2 players who managed to get over 1,000 base in the game. I fired 20 rounds in the game, so I was hyper busy. I still had 6 rounds left at the end because you only get 26 rounds in an SU-8, but I felt like I contributed to that battle. I got 10 direct hits on the enemy, 1 penetration. Well, I think we can guess which one I did actually penetrate. It was the setter at the end. I should have penetrated him the first time round, but the second shot just literally overwhelmed him, and there was no way that shell was not going to be a pen. It should have been a pen the first time, and it probably would have wiped him out at the first shot, but unfortunately, it was the second shot that I penetrated. I got 16 splashes as well, 2,462 hit points of damage, all of it at more than 300 meters. I damaged 9 of the enemy, killed 1, so there's the Confederate. 148 hit points of damage assist, and 1,126 hit points of stun assist off 16 stuns. On a free-to-play account, I earned 35,304 credits for the battle, 17,652 for holiday ops, and 52,956 altogether. After ammunition resupply took away 36,756 credits profit. 1,056 base XP times 2 for the first victory, 528 for holiday ops, and took away 2,640 experience points altogether. So yes, if you want an Arty that you want to have really good fun in, this Arty is one of them. You can actually beef it up and make it go even faster if you use those modifications that they do offer. So you will turn it into a really fast little SPG that can run around the battlefield, finding new angles to shoot at the enemy. I always enjoy it when I hit the enemy from a really unusual angle and they just don't expect an Arty to be either behind them or shooting at them from an angle which they didn't expect. It's always fun for that to happen. If you enjoyed this replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.